So I'll tell you how I wrote some answers in paper 2. Maybe that helps for you. If you could show my test series.
Yes, this is start of the quiz.
For example, there's a question, employment relations versus industrial relations. Generally, we tend to start directly, comparing. But just one line of introduction doesn't doesn't take a lot of time also. So I wrote that generally they are taken interchangeably, but there are differences between the two. It's one common line. But giving an introduction gives your answer 1+ marks. And then you can always make a comparison in a tabular form. It adds to the clarity of your answer. Underline in between.
Here you didn't use the complete word. She used ER and IR. So the time is saved. Employment relations and industrial relations. Right?
Because you have used it once before. तो एक बार reference देना जरूरी है.
And see diagrams. Use of diagrams.
Yeah. Use of diagrams. Very small. These are not very technical diagrams. Centralization, decentralization ka bhi you can use a very simple small diagram.
And she got 7 out of 10.
See, I also wrote a conclusion here. Today, the focus of managing IR is shifting towards modern IR, which is based upon individualism.
And keyword is individualism. That is underlined. Another is causes and ill effects of multiple unionism in India.
But then first define what is multiple unionism in a short paragraph if you can. And see, writing subheadings, causes, and then putting it in a box.
And examiner has marked that you should underline certain things. That could be. But keywords are underlined here. And thereafter, ill effects.
So there were two parts of it, causes and ill effect. Address both parts, maybe take equal space. I've used 1 page for causes and 1 page for ill effect. But whenever there is a question like this, always end with a way forward. Even if nahi pucha gaya question mein, you have to follow this across, GS and optional. Usne nahi pucha, he's just asked causes and ill effect, but you have to provide suggestions to check multiple trade unions.
ILO sanitary initiatives. Yes. It was a factual question. But keywords are also underlined here.
You can simply write essay. Aim.
Yes.
This is one diagram I used very often. It saves your time. You write it in a horizontal format and use just fair globalization, sustainable growth. Don't need to write each and every word. Save your words, save your time.
Right. We can see more copies.
Yes. This is paper 1.
Yes, I evaluated it. 25.25. It might be out of 30 or 50. Yes. So first question was, this is cost accounting. What are the cost concepts used in managerial decision making? Explain.
So these are the basics that you, even if you don't revise, you remember anyhow. Because you are a commerce student, by the virtue of it, you know it. This is very simple.
So at start you use this diagrammatic form. And definitely there are diagrams, so that must be drawn. We will be sharing all of these copies with you, right? So now you can ask your queries.
Any specific queries, I'll be ready to answer. So in 2020, I graduated in May. In June, I took SIRS classes and I started preparing. And side by side, I also started self-preparing GS. For GS, I did not take any coaching, and that is why I could manage his classes. So I think till December, he completed his syllabus. Paper 2 got completed in 3 months, and then paper 1 got started. But towards January, I shifted my focus to prelims. Because if you're giving your first pre, I think 5 months works. So jo December and January ki classes the, I did not do that. I missed it. And that was cost accounting. So I did not do cost accounting.
paper 2 join kiya tha. Paper 1 kiya bhi nahi.
Kiya bhi nahi tha. Achha, theek hai. So I
Only
think...
paper 2. Yes. And generally I suggest when someone who is CA or IPCC or CA enter, I say that paper 2 you should join. Paper 1 you have to decide. Because with paper 2 we will provide tests also, we will provide guidance also. So join paper 2 only. And generally with regard to GS, I say that if you are having time, then only you join GS. Otherwise GS takes a lot of time. I'm not against any GS coaching or they are having quality. Simply because of shortage of time. I say prepare on self. Because you have to prepare a lot.
See, sir, ki paper 2 answer writing say I got the hang of it that how to write answers. And that is from where I started learning answer writing also. I could use it in my GS also. Even if you take paper 2 classes, so those who are chartered accountants, I know your knowledge in paper 1 is exceptionally well. But what happens is because you have not been in the frame of writing answers like these, paper 2 answers, that is why you are not able to maybe get a good score in that. So look at your strengths. Your paper 1 is exceptionally well. You can dream of getting 150 in that. And paper 2 will not take a lot of effort.
One of our students, Vinayak, he got 156.
In paper 1.
157. 156. Yes, 156. Right. And many candidates got 140, 139. Yes.
Right. See, so let's say in June you start with your paper 2, take 3 months time in paper 2 along with your GS. This is happening. It will take hardly 6 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours की classes होती हैं. Make short notes at that point of time only. If you don't have the effort of making notes on your own, use any topper's note. Use Shubham Agarwal's Sir's note. I think they are the best notes I saw from
Telegram
Sir's
पे डाल रखा
classes.
मैंने. Yes.
हाँ, सर ने भी डाल रखा है. So he made it from Sir's note. I made it from his notes. I'll upload my notes also. You can make it from
And
my
now they
notes.
will make from your
हाँ,
notes.
you can do that. Trust me, save your time. This is what is smart work. People keep talking about hard work and smart work. This is smart work. Why waste your time when you have the notes available? So you complete your short notes. एक बार paper 2 को उस समय निपटा के खत्म करो. Then start with paper 1 and start with वो subjects which you are not comfortable with. Maybe you are very good with taxation because of your background. Don't do it right now. एक ये होता है ना मन में कि ये तो मेरा strong है and we keep revising जो मेरा strong है again and again and we leave the weak ones apart. I did it with cost. Don't do it. And then जो आपके strong subjects are already, for example, financial accounting, taxation, leave it. You will do it between paper 1 and paper 2. Between prelims and mains at that point of time itself.
Yes, any other query?
Yes. I had one notebook for paper 1. I think I had 30 pages of notes for financial management. So Walter model, Gordon model. These questions which are repeatedly asked. If you tell me to write it now, I'll write it in 7 minutes. An answer on which sir will give me 8 out of 10. So you should prepare it that way. And you see there are so many repetitions. When you go in paper 1, you know कि 50 marks का तो मेरे को पता है यही आएगा. Why waste that? Use it as an opportunity.
आना ही है. Residential status आना ही है.
CAPA model आना ही है.
CVP analysis आता है.
ठीक है, and these days ABC costing ये सब आ ही रहा है. So you know, for example, there was a question on set off and carry forward of losses. I think I remembered everything. I wrote every provision and space कम पड़ गया था कि मतलब और लिखना है मुझे. Provide me some more space. So theory in paper 1 is very important. For people like me who did not practice a lot of numericals, I banked on the theory.
Vinayak ने भी किया था. Vinayak, he got 156 ना. So I was asking what you did extra. What extra you did? So he told I prepare a theory of short notes. Good. Yes.
And